I never get over my relationships. I'm always a little bit brokenhearted about what we had, because I'm always great friends with the people who I fall in love with. I don't ever randomly fall in love. I spend a lot of time with somebody before I fall in love with them. So I'm always disheartened, like how come we can't still be friends? So I don't know if I ever really get over a relationship. I guess getting over a relationship for me means that I don't get over relationships. Maybe I need to learn how to.
So do you kind of like just push it to the back of your mind and just keep going?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's probably not healthy.
If that's how you deal, does it ever creep up on you and you're just like, shit, what did I, oops. And you're just like, oopsie, what have I just done?
I would probably still re-date most of my ex-boyfriends.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I kind of never let it go. It's always like, he was a beautiful person. Why would I date an idiot? You're a wonderful human being. If you ever need anything, call me. Only time I ever borderline hate somebody is when it was verbally or physically abusive. And I've had that happen to me before. And those people, I've had to get over in a different kind of way. More of like a healing. Yeah, but I still wanted to go to them and say, I forgive you. You know, like I never want bad blood between me and anybody.
Because of the good times that you've had while sharing.
Even if I've been hurt, you know.
That's amazing to be so forgiving, just to make it okay, sort of thing. Right,
just to make it okay. Because I like to feel clear. Like here, in my core. One of the things that attract a woman to a man is feeling like he's going to be able to make sure she's okay. She likes to feel protected. The tough part about being a quote-unquote celebrity is that you're already protecting yourself financially, you know? And so now it's a matter of, is he going to be able to protect you emotionally? Yeah. And is he going to stay secure in who he is, you know? And it's really hard to date a guy who's not making more money than you, because insecurity just reigns a lot of times. I've had boyfriends cry because they weren't making as much money as I was, and they felt very uncomfortable. So, and even if they are making more money than me, a lot of times perception they're uncomfortable with. So it's a really awkward situation, and people wonder why celebrities date celebrities. That's one of the reasons.
So is it easier to date a celebrity because obviously they get it already?
They get it.
Oh, look, I like
if I like you, you should know, because chances are I'm probably not going to see you again for a really long time, because I'm busy and you're busy. I always make the joke, I always say, I said it the other day, I probably met my soulmate 1,000 times. I just was too busy to marry him. Do you know?
You can just cross paths with someone and then you have to
fall in love right away. And people wonder why celebrities fall in love so quick. They don't have time to figure out if they're in love. We do a lot of stuff by instinct, because we know we got one chance. I get one shot. Somebody asks you a question, you get that moment to answer. Do you know what I mean? And then the person's on a plane to wherever.
When you're saying about at a certain point, depending on the woman, some women marry for security.
Yeah.
So for you, why aren't you married though? Because it seems like you've been in love multiple times and you're already secure. So those are usually like the two components that are necessarily needed. Like most people like of my age will say, "Oh, we ain't financially stable."
Right.
But you're financially stable, and you're in love. So how come it hasn't got to the golden stage? And you know what I mean by golden? You know, the song. How come that hasn't happened?
Yeah, when I've fallen in love, the guy wasn't secure enough, comfortable enough, and so he felt like it wasn't time. And then the other times we just didn't have enough time to fall in love. There's a lot of guys who I adore and who feel the same way towards me, but we literally just don't have enough time to see each other. And that's why you see girls in stilettos at basketball games sitting in the front row. That's why you see you know, so these other girls just standing in the club next to whatever guys, you know, just because they got to be in the atmosphere where that stuff is, no matter what, because they know that might be their only way or their only chance to show themselves. You don't get a lot of chances to find Mr. Right in this joint unless you're comfortable marrying somebody who may or may not be secure with who they are.
But then that causes problems.
It's exhausting.
Yeah.
It's happened to me more than once.
Do you know that it's gonna happen, or do you trust your intuition that these things are gonna happen, or were you surprised by it?
I knew I was gonna enjoy it as much as I could.
That's kind of fatalistic.
Yeah, relationships end bad when I just want to be in love. Relationships end good when I'm friends.
Yeah.
I'm friends first, you know. But if I just want to be in love, then I just be like, well, I know this guy is into me. Let's just have a time. Like, I'll treat you to whatever you want. Let's go shopping spree. I become like a dude. I'll take you shopping. I'll trips to wherever it is that we're going. And the guy doesn't want to feel like, you know, taken care of. Let me take care of you. Guys aren't into that. So it's tough because you kind of got to dumb down who you are.
Porcelain doll.
I got a friend who has money to buy a house, but she says she won't buy a house because if she buys a house, she's never going to get any man, because every man is going to be too intimidating.
Because she's already secure within her own property.
Yeah. You know?
So she's going to wait, or
she's going to wait to buy her house. I think that's crazy.
So she's going to wait until she finds a person that she can buy a house with, or
apparently that's her.
Okay.
That's her logic.
That's massaging a man's ego. You know?
Have to massage a
yeah,
man's
because
ego.
I guess to an extent you can't, as much as you know that sometimes a man's not a complete man, sometimes you need to allow them that space to say, okay, I could get this, but you go handle that.
Yeah. I let men pick stuff up.
Even though you know you got it.
Definitely can carry it. Let men open the door. I don't need you to open the door, but I'm going to allow you to, you know. A lady needs to know how to be a lady, and a man needs to know how to be a man. When you can stop making believe you don't understand what that means, then it might be a little easier to fall in love.
The roles are reversing though now, isn't it?
Huh?
Like, men are feeling a lot, like you say, emasculated by the ascendance of women, you know, how they've got it for themselves. So what do you feel a man's role is then? Like, if you had to save their
protection,
just provide and protect, that's the first two things that a man should be able to do.
I think so. And literal security, you know, when you're walking down the street, like, look around, raise your voice if somebody talks to your woman funny.
Love or music, can they coexist?
Oh, I hope they can coexist, because I don't see myself letting go of music anytime soon. And I would choose that before I would choose love. Because there's people's lives that need to be changed, you know, or affected. So do I give up all of these people's lives who are affected for one guy or myself or not? And it's a hard decision, because I could totally just stop and go marry whoever these people are talking about. That's evil.
Do you want to have a big family?
I do want to have a big family.
What do the conditions have to be for that to happen then? You know, because obviously you got a career.
I don't know. I try not to think about it, because it makes me aggravated. Yeah, it does. It's sad. It really is. And you know, you watch interviews when you're growing up of other musicians, and you imagine what your life would be like, and you always say, well, I'm gonna choose love when the time comes. And here I am in it 7 years deep, which is not a long time, and I'm not choosing love at all. It creates it creates clarity. I'm not clogged. I'm just not clogged up with a bunch of nonsense, you know? I don't know if I I obviously can't balance, so if I could, I'd have it. And God is a provider, you know what I'm saying? I'm expecting that. Whatever it is that I'm supposed to have, I will have.
When you said the thing about, because I know that you've done some charity work for, like, you said people being, is it battered women in America?
Oh yeah.
Because I know there's a lot of people who's had hands put on them. You know, what advice would you give? Like when you go to those type of charities, what do you say to the people?
The main thing that I say to women like that is to know they're not the only one, you know? And not to be ashamed or embarrassed. Strong women get hit, weak women get hit. You know? You're no less of a person if that happened to you. But you're not going to be healed if you don't talk about it with somebody who loves you.